So check this out. I got 3 tips for first-time home buyers here in Alma, Michigan, 48801. And the first tip is timing. Okay, the timing when you're looking for a house, you got to know if you're currently renting or have a lease. You need to know how soon you got to be out, or if you can do a month-to-month type thing with the landlord. So timing, make sure your timing's right. I'm currently working with a guy right now. He's got to be out of his place May 1st. And so we know we got to back that up 45 days, maybe 50 days from May 1st, and know that he needs to be under contract by a certain date. So something to keep in mind when you are a first-time home buyer is if you're renting or leasing a place, is it going to be, do you have a date that you need to get out of by? So keep that in mind. And number 2 is your type of financing that we're working with. So as first-time home buyers, we're always, they're on Zillow, they're looking at Realtor, all of the houses that pop up, want to look at. Well, it's important to know your financing because some homes don't qualify for certain financings or sellers aren't accepting certain financing. So it's important to know that if you're FHA approved, that we're looking for homes that are FHA, that qualify for FHA. From your manufactured double wide to your stick-built home. So just keep some of that stuff in mind when we're doing that search. I know we get excited and we want to look at everything, but we got to keep a mind of the type of financing and how much you were approved for. So those are a couple other things to keep in mind when you're a first-time home buyer. So keep that in mind. Number 3, the third thing to think about when you're a first-time home buyers are inspection fees. So a lot of times we get into under contract, and then we've got to start getting our skin in the game, so to speak. We've got to do home inspections. So you're looking at a home inspection, you're going to have about $300 into something like that. If you're out in a rural community and you need a well and septic, you're looking at another $300 for a well and septic, $275, $300. And then if you got, let's say you're using a VA loan, that's another thing. You're going to have a termite inspection on top of that. So there's lots of inspections. If it's a manufactured home, you're going to need to do a structural inspection on the property. So those are all monies that we got to have set aside, ready to go. And plus your EMD. So, usually 1% of the purchase or sales price. So if you got a $100,000 home, you need to have $1,000 to put down towards that EMD money. So some things to keep in mind when you're a first-time home buyer. So, and then another thing is, I'll give you a bonus. Number 4 is have an agent that's familiar with the area. Work with an agent that knows the location that you're looking in, that knows the school districts, that knows the town, knows what there's to do, recreational areas, all kinds of things that a local agent can bring to the table. So make sure you look that up, and if you need to get a hold of anyone, contact me anytime. You can call or text me at 989-388-6584. It's a big decision, I know. I'll talk to you soon.